The Book of Jubilees, Chapter 2. Moshe is given the complete history from creation. Verse 1. And the Malak of the presence of spoke to Moshe according to the word of Yahweh, saying, Write the complete history of the creation, how in 6 days Yahweh Almighty finished all his works, and all that he created, and kept Shabbat on the seventh day, and hallowed it for all ages, and appointed it as a sign for all his works. For on the first day he created the heavens which are above, and the earth, and the waters, and all the spirits which serve before him, the Malachim of the presence, and the Malachim of sanctification, and the Malachim of the spirit of fire, and the Malachim of the spirits of the winds, and the Malachim of the spirits of the clouds, and of darkness, and of snow, and of hail, and of hoar frost, and the Malachim of the voices of the thunder, and of the lightning, and the Malachim of the spirits of cold, and of heat, and of winter, and of spring, and of autumn, and of summer, and of all the spirits of his creatures which are in the heavens and on the earth. He created the abysses and the darkness, eventide and night, and the light, dawn and day, which he has prepared in the knowledge of his heart. And thereupon he saw his works, and praised him, and lauded before him on account of all his works. For 7 great works did he create on the first day. And on the second day he created the firmament in the midst of the waters. And the waters were divided on that day. Half of them went up and above, and half of them went down below the firmament that was in the midst over the face of the whole earth. And this was the only work Yahweh created on the second day. And on the third day he commanded the waters to pass from off the face of the whole earth into one place, and the dry land to appear. And the waters did so as he commanded them, and they retired from off the face of the earth into one place outside of this firmament, and the dry land appeared. And on that day he created for them all the seas according to their separate gathering places, and all the rivers, and the gatherings of the water in the mountains, and on all the earth, and all the lakes, and all the dew of the earth, and the seed which is sown, and all sprouting things, and fruit-bearing trees, and the trees of the wood, and the garden of Eden, in Eden, and all. These 4 great works Yahweh created on the third day. And on the fourth day he created the sun, and the moon, and the stars, and set them in the firmament of the heaven, to give light upon all the earth, and to rule over the day and the night, and divide the light from the darkness. And Yahweh appointed the sun to be the great sign of the earth for days, and for Shabbats, and for months, and for feasts, and for years, and for Shabbats of years, and for jubilees, and for all seasons of the years. And it divides the light from the darkness, and for prosperity, that all things may prosper which shoot and grow on the earth. These 3 kinds he made on the 4th day. And on the 5th day he created great sea monsters in the depths of the waters. For these were the first things of flesh that were created by his hands. And the fish, and everything that moves in the waters, and everything that flies, the birds, and all their kind. The sun rose above them to prosper them, and above everything that was on the earth. Everything that shoots out of the earth, and all the fruit-bearing trees, and all flesh. These three kinds he created on the fifth day. And on the sixth day he created all the animals of the earth, and all the cattle, and everything that moves on the earth. And after all this he created man, a man and a woman he created them, and gave him dominion over all that is upon the earth, and in the seas, and over everything that flies, and over beasts, and over cattle, and over everything that moves on the earth, and over the whole earth, and over all this he gave him dominion. And these four kinds he created on the sixth day, and there were altogether 22 kinds. And he finished all his work on the sixth day, all that is in the heavens and on the earth, and in the seas, and in the abysses, and in the light, and in the darkness, and in everything. And he gave us a great sign, the Shabbat day, that we should work 6 days, but keep Shabbat on the seventh day from all work. And all the Malachim of the presence, and all the Malachim of sanctification, these two great classes, he has bidden us to keep the Shabbat with him in heaven and on earth. And he said to us, Behold, I will separate unto myself a people from among all the peoples, and this shall keep the Sabbath day, and I will sanctify them unto myself as my people, and will bless them as I have sanctified the Sabbath day, and do sanctify it unto myself. Even so will I bless them, and they shall be my people, and I will be their sovereign ruler. And I have chosen the seed of Jacob from amongst all that I have seen, and have written him down as my firstborn son, and sanctified him unto myself forever and ever. And I will teach them the Sabbath day, that they may keep Shabbat thereon from all work. And thus he created therein a sign in accordance with which they should keep the Sabbath, with us on the seventh day, to eat and to drink, and to bless him who has created all things, as he has blessed and sanctified unto himself a peculiar people above all peoples, that they should keep Shabbat together with us. And he caused his commands to ascend as a sweet savor, acceptable before him all the days. There were 22 heads of mankind, from Adam to Jacob, and 22 kinds of work were made until the seventh day. This is blessed and Kodesh, and the former also is blessed and Kodesh, and this one serves with that one for sanctification and blessing. And to this, Jacob and his seed, it was granted that they should always be the blessed and Kodesh ones of the first testimony and Torah, even as he has sanctified and blessed the Sabbath day on the seventh day. He created heaven and earth and everything that he created in 6 days. And Yahweh made the seventh day Kodesh for all his works. Therefore, he commanded on its behalf that whoever does any work thereon shall die, and that he who defiles it shall surely die. Wherefore do you command the children of Israel to observe this day, that it may keep it Kodesh, and not do thereon any work, and not to defile it, as it is more Kodesh than all other days. And whoever profanes it shall surely die, and whoever does thereon any work shall surely die eternally. That the children of Israel may observe this day throughout their generations, and not be rooted out of the land, for it is a Kodesh day and a blessed day. And everyone who observes it and keeps Shabbat thereon from all his work will be Kodesh and blessed throughout all days like unto us. Declare and say to the children of Israel the Torah of this day, both that they should keep Shabbat thereon, and that they should not forsake it in the error of their hearts, and that it is not lawful to do any work thereon, which is unseemly, to do thereon their own pleasure, that they should not prepare thereon anything to be eaten or drunk, and that it is not lawful to draw water, or bring in, or take out thereon through their gates any burden, which they had not prepared for themselves on the 6th day in their dwellings. And they shall not bring in, nor take out from house to house on that day, for that day is more Kodesh and blessed than any Jubilee day of the Jubilees. On this we kept Shabbat in the heavens before it was made known to any flesh to keep Shabbat thereon on the earth. And the Creator of all things blessed it, but he did not sanctify all peoples and nations to keep Shabbat thereon, but Israel alone. Them alone he permitted to eat and drink and to keep Shabbat thereon on the earth. And the Creator of all things blessed this day, which he had created for blessing and making it Kodesh and splendid above all days. This Torah and testimony was given to the children of Israel as a Torah forever unto their generations. This concludes chapter 2 of the book Jubilees.